Okay, hello, I'm back. Sirian Council people, Galactic Federation Light people. I want to thank you for your efforts, That guy's you really did a lot of work, man. You really did a lot of work. And obviously there's good apples and bad apples in every basket, so you got some factions working with the enemy, obviously. But that's to be expected. It's to be expected because there's going to be corruption found everywhere, in everything. That's why my allies don't want to come into the program, because as soon as they come in, they can't come into the program because then another double of them gets created. You understand? That's why you see portals opening and fucking laser beams shooting in the portals and laser beams shooting out of the portals, because all the races coming, if there's anytime someone comes into the program, another is created, so they try to kill each other as soon as they come into the program. It's like like when you go into a cell and you're a real tough penitentiary or whatever, these people, you fight your cellie right off the bat, because otherwise you're going to be the bitch, So that's the lesson there. The same thing. But, okay. So that's why my allies don't want to come into the program, because they don't want to create a double of themselves. I mean, because then they have a hell of a... But they've already, they have solutions to that problem, I'm sure. There's other ways, we've already been through this, and they already prepared for this, so they already have solutions to this problem, I'm sure. I'm quite sure. That's why the observer races, you observer races, well, you're probably going to watch this. I'm sure the enemy's going to watch this too. But it's why you observer races, you understand this, because it's a bipolar establishment, because it's a free will establishment, so it has to be that way. That's why you are designated to do the job that you're designated to do. Of course, all this corruption has happened along the way. But like I said, it's to be expected, and we are expecting that. So, what was I going to say? Well, I had a pretty interesting experience. As you know, these people blew my brains out and fucking gang stalked me to death and everything. So who are exactly were these people? Now, they're parading around acting like Hell's Angels. They had jackets and everything, but they still could be just parading. They could be pretending to be Hell's Angels. They weren't really Hell's Angels. That's why, and still, even if they were Hell's Angels, I wouldn't condemn the whole organization because of a few bad apples. No, absolutely not. And if the Hell's Angels watch this, I want you on my side, and I don't hold your whole organization responsible for what happened. There's no way in the world I'd do that. So, and I don't want to create a war either, because war is bad for everybody all the way around. And I wouldn't want to put any of my people in jeopardy or anything of the sort. But I know at the time that they had me arrested and sent back to jail because I climbed in a window of an apartment that I was renting, and I'd already lived there, but they just made it into this big excuse. They said I broke into the place or whatever, and then they violated my probation, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just a reason to send me back to jail. That's their whole reason for existence, is either to kill you, put you in an insane asylum, send you to prison, or get rid of you somehow, or whatever. They want to stop me any way they can stop my growth or my effect on the world. That's their main objective. They don't want me to have sex with anybody. They don't have no female companionship. Anytime I got a car, they destroyed it. Anytime I got a job, they got me fired. You know, everything they destroy. Everything they touch turns to filth, turns to dirt. You know, okay? They want me to be as miserable as I could possibly be. That's their whole reason for existence. You know, and of course, sell crack or whatever else they do. Okay, so, well, what happened was, I got set up with another woman, you know, another viper looking for a victim. And she told me, yeah, we had a meeting with your people. And I said, well, that's good. And she said, well, it's not good for you. And I said, why? Of course, they're not going to elaborate because they don't elaborate on anything. They're just trying to get a reaction out of you. So at the time, so I knew there was some collusion between the Hells Angel people and my people. And then we know that when I was locked up, they tried to set me up with the dentist girl. So it would appear as I was raping them, and then I'd be sent away for 20 years, whatever. So obviously, I don't want to create any animosity in between my people. But you know, they made a video, and they had three of one person and three of another person. Now, we know that the enemy gang people cohabitate with their bipolar twin. You know, Wonder Twin powers activate. Okay, so it's not fantasy. Okay, that's their key to their success is they get to cohabitate with their twin. You know, I already explained all this. So that's their key to success, is because that brings balance to their life because they cohabitate with their twin. They work together. They don't see all the other, you know, regular people like. You know, regular people, they're not even aware they have a bipolar twin. They're not even aware of any of this, so that they're left all fucked up, you know. Okay? So what did they do? They made a video, and they had three of one person and three of another. And I know, well, I'm pretty sure one of them is, I don't know if they're all my people, but some of them, one of them I believe is. The other one, I'm not sure who it is. They look familiar. He looked familiar. Well, they look familiar because it's three of the same person. But they all look a little different because what they do is they make clones of the bipolar twin. So you got a bipolar, you got a plus twin and a minus twin, and then they make clones of this one, and they make clones of this one. So they don't exactly look exactly alike, but they do look alike. You know, but they don't look exactly alike. You understand? So it's easy for them to fool people. You know. So what they do? Well, they made a video and they showed their face and they stood there and said, well, in case you didn't, well, it said it in code, but the code translated to, in case you didn't know, we're the ones who killed you. You know. Now, like I said, I'm not sure if those people are my people or not. They look familiar. I've seen them before, and one of them makes rap videos, whatever. So I don't know if my people watch this, you know, but if they ever do watch it, you know, I don't want to create animosity or distrust among you, but the fact of the matter remains that you all have bipolar twins and they make clones of them, and you would know the difference. If you go to the block one day and then your partner, whoever you're working with, whoever else on the block comes to the block, you think it's that same person. No, they've been replaced with one of the clone twins or whatever. Okay, you know, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to create, you know, mistrust or any kind of animosity, but I want you to know the truth too, you know, and that's the truth, you know. So, I mean, I was going to bring up an example, but I don't want to. Well, I could bring an example. I'm not going to say any names, but whoever knows me will recognize this event. There was a female, and she berated the shit out of me, and there's no reason for the female to berate me because I did nothing but show her caring and affection and all the support that I could show her. So there was no reason for her to berate me. But she berated me, and there's a lot of animosity there, you know. And of course, I didn't do anything. I just kept my mouth shut because, you know, I thought it was the safest move for me to make at the moment, you know. But to make an example, that female person may not have been the original female person. Like that female person could have been uh, replaced, you know, with someone. That's why all the animosity was there, because they really hated me. You understand? But the real person didn't hate me, but they replaced. You know, I'm just making an example. Like I said, I don't want to create animosity. I'm trying to give you an example without. You know, very few people are probably going to understand what I'm talking about, but there are a few people that might watch this and might understand what I'm talking about. And I still don't have anything, but I don't want to say love, because love is a scorch. But if love wasn't a scorch, I would say, yeah, I still got love for this person. I think about him all the time, and I worry about him, and I wonder about him, and you know, anybody who knows me know who I'm talking about. Well, it's just an example, you know. So that's the situation there. I'm not gonna say anything else about it. You know, you guys are gonna have to deal with that on your own. And I'm not trying to fuck anything up here, but that actually happened. Okay, they made a video and said, in case you didn't know, we're the ones who killed you. Okay, so then moving on. Now I tried to help out some rapper people there, because I know a lot of people are looking at my videos. So obviously not in this timeline, but in another timeline, because nobody knows who I am here. So all my videos are getting transmigrated to another timeline. So because the enemy doesn't want anybody to know who I am, because the enemy doesn't want me to receive any recognition. There's no such thing as respect, but if there was, they don't want me to receive any respect. You understand? Okay, I don't know what that is, but they don't want me to receive any recognition, any kind of respect or caring from anybody or support from anybody or anything of that nature, you know. So when I sign in, it's getting redirected, you know. So it goes through the enemy, and they can look through it, whatever, first, and you know, who knows where it's going, but it's not going where it's supposed to be going, you know. So what I want to say with that, so now I'm looking at the rap videos and shit, and I'm, you know, what I was doing, I was coining some key phrases, because when you coin key phrases, it puts phrases on people's lips so they will receive some popularity, because people start saying, you know, it's a cool saying, so they say, yeah, and people start saying it, you know. That's what I was doing, you know. Of course, I erased them all because I got scorched to death, you know. So what do? The enemy, like a rap group would make a video, and there's nothing wrong with it, but the enemy turns it into a scorch, you know. Because the enemy wants me to believe that my people hate me, and that my people want to kill me, and my people want to disrespect me and all this shit, but that's not true, because we don't do that in public. You know, if we got a problem with each other, that's settled in, you know, personal get together there. It's not settled on, you know, in front of the whole world. We don't get down like that. So that can't be, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of love for my people. Well, love is a scorch, but if it wasn't a scorch, I would say, yeah, I got a lot of love for my people, and they got a lot of love for me, and I got a lot of respect in the street too. I never fucked anybody over, and I left on good terms. So there's no problem there. maybe my people don't understand what, exactly why I had to leave, but when they see all the work I did, they don't understand, well, he had to go do this work, and I would have never been able to complete this work, all the work I did, if I was still there, because I would have ended up back in prison. So I would have never been able to do the work I did. I would have never been able to achieve the spiritual development that I have. I would have never been able to do a lot of the stuff that I did, So that's why I had to do it. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to come back or whatever, but I'm not going to come back bum status walking down the street homeless with a backpack. No. If I don't go back riding in a limousine with $10,000 cash in my pocket, jewelry and tattoos and looking good and wearing designer clothes like how I'm supposed to be living, I'm not going back, because I'm not going to go back a fucking bum. Forget it. No fucking way. I'm the king of the world, so however the king and queen of England is living, that's how I'm supposed to be living. I'm supposed to be riding around in limousines. I'm supposed to have a driver in a limousine available wherever I want to go, 24 hours a day. I'm supposed to have a whole pallet of cash sitting over there, $100 bills. Unlimited amount of cash I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to have jewelry and designer clothes and 10 women over there that I could, be conjugal with whenever I feel like. I'm supposed to have someone to cook for me. I'm supposed to have someone to do my laundry. I'm supposed to have someone to clean my house. I'm not supposed to do nothing. I'm not supposed to take one step anywhere unless I feel like it. I'm the king of the world. I know that. Just because other people don't know that, they don't understand that, that's their problem. It's not my problem. I understand that. I know how everything's supposed to be, and nothing is the way it's supposed to be, because that's the way the enemy made it, all fucked up. Understand? So that's the deal. So now, let's get back to what I was saying. So now I'm watching the videos, and I could tell that people are holograms. They're not really people. So not only can the people be replaced by clones or bipolar twins or whatever, they can make a rap video, and all the people are not really people. They're holograms. So they can make a video of all my people scorching shit out of me, but it's not really people. They're holograms. Not really people. Or they're they're the bipolar twins of my people, or the clones have been created of my people, or whatever. So but why I stopped trying to promote the rappers is because I don't want to bring any unnecessary, undue harassment upon them, and I can see the way they twist their videos and scorch the shit out of me, that might bring some harassment on them. So I said, I just step back, and that's why I did. And I just erased all the videos that I did all the work on. I worked hard for like a few days there, busting my ass. I probably put in about 70, 80 hours of work on those videos, and I just erased them all because of those reasons, It's not because I don't think about my people and I don't care about them, and I don't want to. I miss them. I don't miss them. I miss them. I miss them. And I'm sure they miss me too. But that's just the way it is. And then of course all the police hate me, and if I went there, they couldn't wait. They would fucking come up with any excuse to lock me up. I mean, they just probably just come up to me and plant drugs on me and immediately lock me up if I went back there, because they hate me. All the police hate me. They hate me. So, that's what it is. So that's what I want to say. So Sirian Council, this is what's going on, So all the observer races that are making the good videos and everything, they're getting transformed into scorches, The enemy controls everything. They can change when the video, it says video made 2 months ago. No, it could have been made 2 minutes ago. They say, how many views or the thumbs up, thumbs down, that's a message too, So many thumbs up and so many thumbs down, it's a message. Everything is a message. They transform everything in code, everything's a message. There's color schemes, the colors mean certain things, the graphics mean certain things. Like, I'm making a video now, I'm sitting in front of a wall. It's, I'm not doing it on purpose to scorch who's ever watching this. I'm just doing it because just while I'm making the video. But the enemy wouldn't do it on purpose. The enemy would make the video, sit in front of the wall on purpose to scorch me, say, you're in prison, motherfucker, and you ain't never gonna get out. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just making the video because that's where I'm making the video. So whoever watches, it's not a scorch. But any other video would be a scorch because these people believe in their minds they're so much smarter than me or anybody else that all their little messages and tricks that nobody will ever figure it out, and they can just sit back and say, yeah, we scorched some motherfucker and they didn't figure it out. Haha, we're so smart, we're so great. No, you ain't getting away with shit. I figure all your bullshit out. You're not fooling me with nothing. Just because I post a video and it's a scorch, I already know it's a scorch. It's just got some good information, so I post it anyways. Doesn't mean you fucking got over on me and that you fooled me. So that's where we're at. Sirian Council, everything's real fucked up here. And then another one thing I want to say is that I don't understand. If you're a race and you claim that you want to help the human race and that you're concerned about us, then how come no one ever says anything about the towers? How come no one says anything about the meters on the side of your house destroying your DNA? How come no one ever says anything about the human bodies being recycled and made into candles and human byproducts made into preservatives and additives and all this other shit? How come no one ever says anything about the chemtrails? I mean, they're spraying like crazy here. I mean, it's just going bananas. It's in my mouth, it's in my nose, my eyes, everything is disgusting. I'm tasting chemicals all the time. Shit's just falling on me and you never say anything about this shit. That's why I wonder, are you really concerned about us, or how come you never say anything about this shit? Why? I mean, don't ever ask why, but what is the reason you never say anything? It makes me wonder, do you really give a fuck about us, or are you really just all the enemy? Just perpetrating putting on a show, acting like you want to help us, but really you're scorching shit out of us at the same time, So it makes it confusing, So that's what's going on, man. I'm not getting fooled by shit. I've learned all the scorches. I know all the scorches now, what all the colors mean. Well, I know everything means now because I've been getting scorched to death for the last 6 months. So there's nobody on there scorching me, and I don't know the scorch. I know all the scorches. I can read code. I can whatever. I don't really feel like reading it because to me it's childish. Just say we already know the whole English language has been made into a scorch. It's been made into a complete disgrace, disgusting scorch on the Gentiles. So we already know that, okay? So you might as well just go ahead and use the language and say what you gotta say, because it's not gonna get changed until after we come back from exile. When we come back from exile, nobody's gonna be speaking English anymore because the whole language is scorched. Spanish is a scorch. Every language is scorched. French, Spanish, every language that people use today, it's all disgusting scorch. It's all filth. When you decode it, it turns into filth, But the people speaking it don't know that, so they're just speaking like they don't know they're scorching shit out of themselves, I know I'm scorching shit out of myself right now by using this language, but this is what the average person understands, So I don't give a fuck. So, what else I want to say? Let's see. I don't know, but I'm not receiving any support. I'm not receiving any help. I'm not receiving any affection or caring from anybody or shit. My mother came here and put on a show like she wanted to help me, but she didn't really do shit for me. And just basically I'm still totally fucked. Totally fucked over. I don't never get fucked, so I'm just fucked over. So I'm just basically all fucked over. Just sitting here. Can't go nowhere, ain't got no transportation, just stuck like Chuck. Just broke. Completely fucked over. And that's what it is. I mean, I could say, yeah, I'm not blind, which I'm almost blind, but I'm not totally blind. I'm not deaf. I'm not crippled. I'm not in a wheelchair. Yeah, I'm dying from hepatitis. Yeah, but it's not like I'm going to die tomorrow. I mean, obviously there's always someone worse off than you, but I'm pretty miserable. I haven't had sex in so long. I can't remember the last time I had sex. It's been so fucking long. The only women out here are all hooked on crystal meth. They're all drug addicts. That's the only women you see. And then, of course, I'm the town bum, so everybody treats me like garbage because I was homeless for the first 4 months I was here. So the whole town views me as the town bum. So I'm basically just a big piece of shit, a big piece of garbage here. So nobody knows who I am, and nobody gives a fuck about me at all whatsoever. So that's what it is. And then you hear all these people, channeling messages and that, this and that. I can do spiritual, communication, yeah. But these people make it sound like they're having these huge experiences. Like, yeah, one of my problems is every time I go to sleep, I keep getting dragged into the astral realms, and I'm going through the fourth dimension. And then that's where all these gang stalker people are. And basically, I'm getting gang stalked on the astral realms. That's basically what's happening. I'm no longer getting gang stalked on the physical plane. I'm getting gang stalked on the astral realm. These people are gang stalking me. I go through all kinds of trials and tribulations in the astral realms. When I go to sleep. That's what's going on. So, I'm not having any great spiritual experiences. My body's going through ascension, is going through transformation, and I'm exhausted, and I got blockages in my heart chakra, and I got, I'm very dizzy, all this stuff. I got a filter for the water, so I'm no longer taking a bath in poison, so I'm taking a bath in clean water. And that's going to help. And I don't drink poison, but I still wash my dishes in it, And I still brush my teeth, but I stopped doing that. Brush my teeth with only clean water, not poison water. Mainstream media is still programming, bamboozling the people. They're still not telling the people what news is occurring and what frequency or whatever. So they're still full of shit. And whether the police are taking the prisoners out and putting them in FEMA trailers and doing what I asked and giving them an alternate power source for when the power goes out, and giving them pool tails and volleyball, whatever, badminton, basketball courts, giving them some weed and giving them some female companionship. Have they get conjugal visits with some paid female companionship, and feeding them and giving them some weed, some blunts and shit, and treating them good, and putting them in a compound where the fence faces out to keep people out, so they're safe in there, and people are not going to go and try to murder them, and teach them how to, shoot guns. I mean, the police should know. I already asked them to do this. Take the people out of the prisons, because it's their fault you're in there, and they're in there. It's your fault they're in there in the first place, police. You put them in there, so you gotta get them out. So take the people out, do what I say. If you do that, then you'll have redeemed yourself. If you don't, then you're gonna be on your own, and I'm still gonna get the people out of the prison anyways. At some point, they're gonna come out of there, and then you're gonna be fucked. Because you can just imagine how many people in the prisons fucking hate your guts. So, but you could redeem yourself. All you gotta do is do what I say. And then they'll love you, because you take them out, they'll do anything you say. Satan said just what Satan said. He said he wants us to do this, and he wants us to train you, because, I'll say it one more time, the dimensions are going to implode, and then all these people from the astral realms, all these different dimensions, are all going to be it's all going to come to one place. So you have no idea what kind of creature, what is going to come into your world. You don't know exactly what kind of weaponry they got. So the toughest motherfuckers in the world are in the prisons and the penitentiaries. That's the greatest army in the world. You don't go and get those people and train them as an army.